Hello and welcome to the Clicks and Conversions classroom. In today's lesson, we're talking all about Facebook Insights. I'll be sharing three main areas with you. Within your Facebook page, Facebook Insights are the data and analytics that let you know how well you're doing. The first area we'll focus on is called the Weekly Overview. This is where you get a snapshot of how your Facebook page is doing over the past 7 days. Facebook recently added a new feature to this page that allows you to look also at the past 28 days, 1 day, or today. Next, we'll dive deeper into Facebook Insights and talk about tracking your progress on a larger view. How do we look at the quarterly or year-to-date stats for our page? How do we see how our likes growth is performing and what our engagement rate is for our posts? Lastly, we'll wrap up today's tutorial talking about our audience. When our Facebook posts go out there, who are they reaching? Where do these people live? What time are these people on Facebook? Given that information, you'll know for sure what time's the best time for you to be posting on Facebook. So without further ado, let's head to Facebook and get a look at your Facebook page insights. To access your Facebook page insights, you'll start from your main Facebook page, and you'll be clicking on the Insights tab from the admin area of your menu. You should know that you need to have at least 25 people who like your Facebook page before you can look at the Insights tab of your Facebook page. When you land on the Insights tab, you're instantly taken to the Weekly Overview. The first section here, Actions on Page, is where you can see how many people have clicked on your call to action button or clicked to your website from your About section. Next, we have our page views. This is how many people have been looking at our Facebook page and who is seeing some of our posts. The page likes section shows you how many people have liked your page this week. This gives you a snapshot of your page growth. The reach section shows you how many people you've reached with your Facebook posts this week. This is an indication to you of how popular your posts are and gives you an idea and is directly correlated to your post engagement. The post engagement section lets you know how many people have liked, commented, or shared on your posts this week. Lastly, we have the Videos Views section. This tells you how many people have watched at least 3 seconds of your video. Now, take note of that. 3 seconds is not a long time, especially when videos are auto-playing in the news feed. So, while this is a good indicator of how many people are seeing your videos, it's also a little misleading in terms of how many people might have actually gotten the full length of your message in your videos. Above the title, next to page summary, is where you can toggle so that you can also see these stats according to different time periods. If you're interested in knowing how much your Facebook page likes have been growing over time, I recommend heading to the likes section of your Facebook page. Then you can use the time feature up in the upper right-hand corner to look back over months or even year to date to see how your Facebook page has grown. You can also get an idea, if you scroll down, of your net likes. Every Facebook page will have a period of people who like the page and those that drop off. So what we want to do is just make sure that you're getting more likes than those who drop off or unlike your page. And lastly, at the bottom, it's going to tell you where the page likes are coming from. So if they're happening on your page, which is the darker blue option, this means people are visiting your Facebook page to like your page. If they were happening from uncategorized desktop or mobile, that might say that you're using some type of widget on your website that's also coming up with page likes for you. Next area is reach. Reach is a great way to look back over a period of time and see how your page likes have, page reach has grown. So you can see what how your engagement has changed. So one of the things that's important to point out here is you can notice when post reach ends up involving any paid strategies. So the dark orange indicates that you might be running a Facebook ad or you may have boosted a post, whereas the light orange is your organic reach. One thing I want to point out here that's very interesting to note is with this particular page, once we started paying for page-like ads, we actually saw a significant boost in the amount of organic reach happening on our everyday posts. Beneath that, you can see the reactions, which are people liking, commenting, and sharing on your page. And you can also see if you have had any spam reports, which are people hiding your posts because they don't want to get your messages anymore. All right, the next section I want to show you here on the insights is under posts. This is a summary of all of your recent Facebook posts, and if you scroll down, you'll get an idea of how many people you're reaching per post, and how many people are clicking, which is this top blue bar, and then how many people are doing some kind of reaction, comment, or share, which is the pink bar. One of my favorite things to do in this section is to use this drop-down menu up here to toggle to the engagement rate setting. This gives you a better idea as to how much of a reaction people are giving to a post based on the percentage of people who actually saw the post. So that way we can find our posts with higher engagement, and those are really good posts to boost. The other thing I like to check is using the same drop-down menu. I like to go over to just reactions, comments, shares, and I can get an idea of the type of reactions or engagements people were performing with our page. This could be an easy way to find out your most shared post, your most commented on post, and whatnot. Back at the top of this page, we're going to start talking more about insights into who your audience is. And the very first thing that's interesting to note is you can see right here when your fans are online. I can't tell you how many times I get asked, what's the best time to post on Facebook? And the truth is, it is different for everybody because it depends on your audience and when they happen to be online. So with this Facebook page, we can see that people come online roughly 3 a.m. and they stay till roughly 4 p.m. What's important to know is that these times are shown in our computer's local time zone. In this case, this client is in New York City and I'm in Hawaii. So 3 a.m. Hawaii time is actually 9 a.m. in New York City. So they're more online from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. once I do the time difference. But to simplify the whole process, if you're asking the question, when should I be posting to Facebook? You should be picking when the peak of people online come online for you. So let's say the peak is maybe right here, where we get 876 people at 10 a.m. And you want to post a few hours prior to that. So I like to post about 4 hours prior to my peak. So I want to be posting here roughly 6 a.m. on this page. And that's because Facebook posts have about a 5-hour window where they can get shown and start to build traction. And we want to build traction on it before the majority of our people come online. So by the time they're online, they see the post, they engage with it more, and it keeps it alive beyond that 5-hour range. Okay, so I'm just going to reiterate that tip. Find the peak time when people are online, post 4 hours before that, and you're going to schedule your post to go live at whatever time this says. So I would be scheduling for 6 a.m., but it would actually publish at noon on the East Coast time. All right, the last section we're going to look at today is the section called People. People gives you an insight into the type of person who is liking your Facebook page. So in this case, we get a sneak peek that most of our fans are in the US and specifically from New York, New York, which is great because that's our ideal target audience. We can also get a snapshot of the demographics, meaning the age and gender of the person who likes our Facebook page. What's really interesting to look at on this page is this is a snapshot of the people who like your page, but we have different tabs up here. So we can see, sure, the people who like our page are 60% women and 38% men, but what is the percentage of people we're actually reaching? So these are the people who actually see our posts, and we can see it skews much younger than our general audience. So that's always important to note, is how are the people that you're reaching different from your fans? And go a step deeper, how are the people who actually interact with your post different from the people that you're reaching? So now we start to have a more level playing field. And again, it's mostly women. So very interesting to take note of this. It might help you decide what types of posts you want to do in the future. One example might be if you notice that you have people coming from a certain city or certain country that like your Facebook page, and you know that that city is having some kind of parade this weekend. You might choose to post on your Facebook page, hey, to all my friends in Norfolk County, there's a 4th of July parade happening this weekend, right? Especially helpful to those people if you know that that makes up a majority of your Facebook page audience. So I hope you got a little bit of information out of this tutorial and tour of your weekly Facebook page insights. I recommend that you take some time to check out when your fans are online so you know what time to post, get an idea of who the people you're actually reaching are, and look at how your likes have grown over time so you can benchmark that growth after you institute some of the tricks we're going to use today. All right, thanks, and I'll see you in the next lesson.